Ever felt like creating content is a mountain too steep to climb? Let's put on our crampons and tackle it. As a content creator, there's a lot of people that I come across and they can't afford professional content, which is absolutely fine. The budget's not there. What I want to try and do is help people with their marketing so that then they either can carry on themselves or they can afford to hire somebody to do them, which means that you guys get more time. I want to help you create better content. So, how? Well, I go back to when I used to feel really overwhelmed when I was creating content. And I know I haven't created content in a long time, but that's because of time. I've been very, very, very stacked. I can hear my toddler's little feet. Mummy's gone to work. She'll be back soon. Daddy's just making a video. It's really difficult to know why particularly you're not doing content. It might be time, it might be fear, it might be like, well, I know my first few videos are going to be absolutely awful, so I want to get them out of the way, but I don't actually want anyone to see them because we've made a good brand and now we're going to do a video. Phones are great. Phones are great for creating content. At the minute, I'm using a tiny little action camera. That's all I'm using. It's just here. You gotta figure out what your fear is and then why you're not creating content. What would I say if that fear wasn't there? And write yourself a little script. We're not talking YouTube video. We're not talking Netflix doc. We're just talking 20-second reel. So, I don't know. It might be Pete who works at a bakery. And Pete's like, I just want to introduce my new carrot cake. So then Pete would say, hi guys, I've made a new carrot cake. If you want to try, come down to Pete's Carrot Cake shop in Plymouth. And then you can grow from that. You can put a hook in it and say, the only thing that's better than a carrot cake are 2 carrot cakes. And then you can say, where do you get them from? Blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever. This is just off the top of my head. My fear is my work and life balance. If this is scheduled properly into a day where I can actually not be affected by that work-life balance, then sound. I'm not going to over edit. That's one of the things that I'm telling myself. Don't over edit. Just get it out there. Time for me was a thing. And I spoke to other people and theirs was knowledge. So there's time, there's knowledge. I'm going to write some of these down. Time, knowledge. Right, let's brainstorm. Right, what else? If you've got any other ideas, let me know in the comments. And also, if you want to watch more stuff like this, then just hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, because that would really help. Because then I'll know that you like the video or you don't like the video, and then I can do more. Time, knowledge, life balance. I guess that comes into time. Equipment, so gear. So obviously there's AI and there's gear. You've got a phone. So cool, we've got all the bits. Why aren't you making content still? You don't know what to say, so that's under knowledge. So I will help you what to say. So then I developed an AI system around content for Blink Media. Now this system monitors and tracks your performance. It tells you then what has worked, what hasn't worked, and then gives you suggestions on what to post. So you give it a big brand Bible. You tell it how you want to sound. You tell it your tonality. You tell it all the bits and pieces about your business. So it monitors and tracks your posts. And then it gives you ideas based on your trending performance of your own account, whether that be Facebook, whether that be Instagram, whether that be YouTube. And then it gives you post prompts. And then it gives you scripts, and it gives you little ideas of B-roll. And you can either accept it or reject it. If you reject it, you can tell it why you reject it. And then it will give you another prompt. And then you post them, it tracks them, and every day it does a snapshot, and it finds this information. And it will use those insights for the next post. So you come along in 3 weeks' time after you've done your 3 weeks worth of content, and you'll say, right, here's all the 3 weeks worth of insights. I want 3 weeks more worth of posts, and it will create those posts for you. So if you're a barbershop and you're talking about cutting hair, and your cutting hair video works really well, like a tutorial video, it will suggest more of those. It's not going to say, right, yeah, your cutting hair video worked really well. Let's do this one about flowers. So BlinkBot is a tool that simplifies content creation. It gives you the knowledge and the ideas and the prompts of what you should post. How do you get to the point to post it? Because one of your fears is creating the content because you don't have the gear. fine. You click on Blink Camera. It then opens up the Blink Camera app. It puts the transcript from BlinkBot onto your screen. You hit record. You start to speak. Once you've said the line, the transcript moves up itself. BlinkBot is where it's at. You get the post. You get the prompt. You go to Blink Camera. You record it. You then send to editor. It goes to the editor. The editor edits it. Then it comes back to your calendar. You get an email notification. Your content's done, mate. Sound, bruv. Then you get it posted, and it's done. And these fears that everyone's got, a lot of them have gone by this system blueprint. Fuck off. So if this sounds interesting, let me know. And that's it for today. I mean, that's 17 minutes and 44 seconds of recording. Probably going to be like a 6-minute video. But it's nice to get in front of the camera again. I will see you next time. There will be a next time. Goodbye and God bless.